am healthy. I am happy. I'm abundant. I am brave. I am sure. I am loved. I am source energy. The universe is me. I'm the galaxy with stars and the Milky Way. I am love. I am healthy. All my stocks are in the green. Money, money comes to me. I am healthy, I am wealthy, I am rich. I am love, I am hugs, I am kiss. I am beautiful, I am very attractive. I'm beautiful in mind, body, and spirit. I'm an early riser. I meditate on the daily. I'm feeling great. I'm more powerful than M. Bison. I got a lot of energy. My skin is clear and radiant. I'm always feeling happy, inefficient, energetic, enthusiastic. Always handling every day like it's easy peasy. I devote 15 minutes a day to doing daily affirmations. I enjoy eating healthy and nutritious food. I eat on my bananas and vegetables in the nude. Ooh, I have the power to control my health. I love to exercise and feed my body healthy food. I go outside and get my vitamin D on the daily. The sun is my father and my baby. All energies are vibrant within me. My mind, body, and soul is feeling great. My spirit's on the horizon, rising. I eat healthy and I enjoy exercising. Every day is a great day. I am so grateful for the love in my life. I'm grateful for the health in my life. I'm grateful for the wealth in my life. I'm grateful for gratefulness. I'm grateful for the grateful of gratefulness. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I am fit. I'm attractive. I am active. I am God. I am sun. I am universe. I'm the mountains. I'm the seas. I'm the ocean. I'm the pyramids. I'm Antarctica, I'm a diamond, I be dancing, I'm a polar bear, I am Prancer, I am Santa Claus. Rejoice. I got a wonderful voice. Rejoice, rejoice. Love you. Oh my gosh, why are you missing? All my stocks are in the green. Jack in the green stars. Penny stars going to the moon. Mountain IXJE. Blue. Rain for me. All my stocks are in the green. All my stocks are in the green. I made $2,000 this week. 2,222 dollars in the green. Jack in the green stars, baby. Wall Street is my bitch. In my pocket, I have lost enough in my pocket. Ooh. Today I'm gonna shine. Oh my God, what kind of show is this? Amazing type of day. Possibilities are endless. Calm to relax. Chilling in LA. I am beautiful on the inside alone. My voice matters. Love to the universe. Love to the universe. I'm that rap dude, man. How's it going? Just more take a deep breath. Since I am blessed. Thankful for another day. Feeling so much happiness. Everything is for my higher good. I smile in the hood. Positivity. Creativity. Love you. All of my dreams come true. No matter what I do. I am everything. I am you. Oh my gosh, yo, yeah. Man, why is it always saying slightly late, boy? Money comes to me so easily. You're constantly closing to me. What's happening, man? It's your boy Young King. So man, like and subscribe to the boy. But that's just slightly late.
That forgives his flaws and roots for him is because he is a tortured soul. You sometimes get the sense that Loki doesn't want to cause destruction. These rare moments where he isn't enjoying himself only come out when he potentially regrets the damage he's done. And rather than undercutting his likability, they amplify it.
Look around you! You think this madness will end with your rule? It's too late. It's too late to stop it. No. We can together.
Is it real? Is it an act? He's unpredictable. You root for him to do the right thing, he constantly disappoints you, and then he gives you hope. This happens in real life all the time. Also, he isn't just a cocky, unfazable a-hole. He's in pain, and he shows hints that he could maybe even be redeemed if only the right person came along and helped him.
Gods! Gods, please help!
I know a guy from college who embodies this to a T, and the number of women that flock to him knowing he's likely to hurt them was shocking to me before I understood this. And it isn't just women. Men can have this savior complex too. In either case, there's a large part of humanity that's drawn to people, not because of who they are, but because of glimpses of who they could be. This is why people go back to exes who cheat on them or mistreat them. It used to baffle me. I had no idea how to stop people from going back to bad situations until I understood that these relationships are addicting in the same way as certain drugs. They create dangerous low lows, but incredibly high highs. And the glimmer of hope that they can keep those highs and lose the lows gets them to go back. The key here is that the most addicting people aren't bad all the time. What they are is unpredictable. Loki is fascinating to us because he creates a wide range of emotions in us. Laughter, frustration, sympathy, admiration. You never know exactly what he'll do, which keeps you riveted to him and keeps you thinking about him. The fact that Loki is a demigod with insane power for creation or destruction takes this and puts it on steroids. As a quick side note, I'm not saying you should be this way.
Money comes to me so easily. Everyone own money. I'm receiving money right now, churros, easily, gracefully, open to my love, actively, passively, making money. Money come to me so easily. I get paid well. Everyday music, comedy, paid well. Matching on your TV screen, paid well. You're manifesting money, naturally. Every day I make money, happy money. Every day I make money, 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 me, easily, money, me, easily. Up into abundance, infinity, energy, $1 million. Shout out to the Gator in the back. What's happening, El Bravo? How you doing tonight? Thanks for joining the stream, boy. Making money all the time, and millions. Income sources. Money. Too many to count. My money. Too many to count. Money comes to me easily, easily. Easily. Every day, everywhere, money, money. Every day, everywhere, money, money. Every day, everywhere, money, money. Money comes naturally. Me and my family, no harm to my family. Money, money, yeah. I'm a lot of money. After my expenses, money's always on my fingers. Open the receptor. Money loves me. Money's coming out with ease. Money's coming passively. I'm paid well. Money comes naturally. Oh my God. Money loves me. Hey. I love money. Hey. Thank you to me. Hey. Love you. Money loves me. Hey. I love money. Hey. Thank you to me. Hey. Love you. Money loves me. Hey. I love money. Hey. Thank you to me. Hey. Love you. Money loves me. I love money. Thank you to me. Love you. Money loves me. I love money. Thank you to me. Love you. Money loves me. I love money. Thank you to me. Love you. I am love. I am healthy. I'm healthy. I'm I am loved. How did the new stuff go? The new stuff went wonderful, man. Thanks for asking. Universe is me. I'm the galaxy, the stars, and the Milky Way. I am loved. I am healthy. All my stocks are in the green. What's happening, man? It's your boy Young Camel Toe, man. We live on YouTube. Like and subscribe. I am red. I am love. I am hugs. I am care. Okay. I am beautiful. I am very attractive. I am beautiful in mind, body, and spirit. I'm an early riser. I meditate on a daily. I'm feeling great. I'm more powerful than M. Bison. I got a lot of energy. My skin is clear and radiant. I'm always feeling happy. Inefficient, energetic, enthusiastic. Always handling every day like it's easy peasy. I devote 15 minutes a day to doing daily affirmations.
Let's go!
I enjoy eating healthy and nutritious.
No, don't worry. I got it, babe. Just hold the door. You'll read it, okay? Oh, she got these nuts.
Breathe
out. Got an ambulance. Oh, my God.
my spirits on the horizon. I eat healthy and I enjoy exercising. Every day is a blessed day. I am so grateful for the love of my life. I'm grateful for the health of my life. I'm grateful for the wealth of my life. I'm grateful for gratefulness. I'm grateful for the gratefulness. Thank you. I am fit. I'm attractive. I am active. I am God. I am sun. I am universe. I'm the mountains. I'm the seas. I'm the ocean. I'm the pyramids. I'm Antarctica. I'm a diamond. I be dancing. I'm a polar bear. I am prancing. I am Santa Claus. I got a wonderful voice. Rejoice. Love you. I have a love in my pocket. I have all the 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 love in my pocket. I am beautiful. I am very attractive. I'm beautiful in mind, body, and spirit. I'm an early riser. I meditate on a daily. I'm feeling great. I'm more powerful than M. Bison. I got a lot of energy. My skin is clear and radiant. I'm always feeling happy, inefficient, energetic, enthusiastic. Always handling everything like it's easy peasy. I devote 15 minutes a day to doing daily affirmations. I enjoy eating healthy and nutritious food. I eat all my bananas and vegetables in the nude. Ooh, I have the power to control my health. I love to exercise and give my body healthy food. I go outside and get my vitamin D on the daily. The sun is my father and my baby. All energies is vibrant within me. My mind, body, and soul is feeling great. My spirit's on the horizon. I eat healthy and I enjoy exercising. Every day is a blessed day. I am so grateful for the love in my life. I'm grateful for the health of my life. I'm grateful for the wealth of my life. I'm grateful for gratefulness. I'm grateful for the grateful of gratefulness. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I am fit. I'm attractive. I am active. I am God. I am sun. I am universe. I'm the mountains. I'm the seas. I'm the ocean. I'm the pyramids. I'm Antarctica. I'm a diamond. I be dancing. I'm a polar bear. I am Prancer. I am Santa Claus. I got a wonderful voice. I got a wonderful voice. Rejoice, rejoice, rejoice. Love you. All my stocks are in the green, Jack in the green stars, penny stars going to the moon, box sell, IDEX, JE, blue, nerve, green for me. All my stocks are in the green. All my stocks are in the green. I made $2,000 this week. $2,222 in the green. Jack in the green stars, baby. Wall Street is my bitch. Better run on myself to clear my purposes, my unique skills on the curtain shit. The talents that I have profound make a difference in this world on my SoundCloud. Today I'll follow my heart and discover destiny. I live to do great things. I'm never limited by anybody's vision of what is possible. I'm impossible, unstoppable, never stoppable, around the clockable. Get your lunchable, my purpose. Sit it down, catch these verses through the universes. Boundless, dimension hopping, develop. I share the best part of myself in every time zone. Today I present my love, passion, talent as a joyful gift to the world. I know the entire journey is best for myself. One step at a time, I fulfill my life purpose. One line that I write, one line that I speak. I'm the west and the east and the north and the south, Antarctica and your mother's blouse. Right now, my life purpose is whatever I want it to be. I want it to be what I want it to be. Always on the horizon, floating through the horizon, cell phone tower, all over the globe. All is well right here, right now. Peace begins within. Conscious choices. I embrace simplicity, peace and solace. My peaceful heart makes for a peaceful life. I trust the universe. I'm my husband and my wife. Both the yin and yang in this thing delivered through my highest grade. Good every situation when I'm in my hood. I am peace, I am joy, I am love, I am wealth, I am riches, I'm abundance, I am wisdom, I am knowledge. Today my mission is to surrender to love. I am love, I'm the stars above. Endless opportunities surround me, they are everywhere. My intuition leads me to the clear. I am strong and healthy. My energy and vitality increasing on the daily. I'm open to the natural flow of wellness. Now my inner guidance leads me to the holy cow of abundance. Healing modalities for me. Abundant health and wellness is my birthright. Thank you to the universe for my strength, for my health, vitality, feeling stronger and better every day. I love taking good care of myself. I nurture myself to the highest priority. Opportunities are balances with my mind, body, and spirit. Did you hear it? My higher wisdom flourishing, the inner voice. God to do every moment. I am sending calm and clear. I always know the right actions. I achieve my goals wherever I'm going. There's always cash flow. Today I'm completely tuned in. My wisdom, harmony's a sign that I'm balanced within. I trust my feelings and my insights. Divine guidance. I am life. Yo, pass the broccoli, man. I need some fruit smoothies. I am a fruit smoothie. I enjoy my successes. I am blessed. Life is bringing everything I need in the here and now. I am gratefully accepting all the health, wealth, and happiness flowing to me on the daily. Thankful for every experience in my life. I'm so happy to be alive. I'm aware of my positive thoughts and my positive actions. I choose to be happy now. My life is full of joy. I love the joy in it. I love my life. Life is getting better every single day. My patience is growing over time. All is well. Natural state of mind. Happiness in mind. I am lucky. I am happy. I am healthy. I'm successful. I am happy. I roll with the Uzi. I'm feeling so smoothly. I'm feeling so Uzi. I hit him with Uzi. I hit him with Uzi. Look at my dude. I hit him with Uzi. I hit him with Uzi. Look at my dude. I roll with the dookie. I roll with the dookie. Dookie in my cocoa puff. Dookie in my head. I
have to find somebody to do.
Today I awaken my higher wisdom. Inner voice guidance guides me every moment. I am sinless, calm and clear. I got the right actions. I achieve my goals. My inner wisdom. Oh, it's hot in here, boy.
Long term, there are better ways to go about captivating people and attracting friends and dates. There's a lot of different ways to be charismatic and magnetic, and just because the tortured soul works for Loki doesn't mean you should aspire to it. The last trait that makes us love Loki is something you can aspire to, and that's that you can't keep him down. We all make mistakes, take losses, and have bad days. So if someone is perfect, we don't necessarily like them. Now, someone that falls, gets up, and dusts themselves off with a grin, that we can get behind.
It's all the same to you. I'll have that drink now.
And when you combine that ability to take lumps and keep smiling with his cocky charm, his deep-seated desire just to be loved, and his tortured, unpredictable nature, you end up with hands down the best Marvel villain of all of them. That said, I'm more of a hero guy myself, so if you liked this video and want to see our breakdown of Iron Man versus Captain America, who's cooler and who's a better leader, I will link to that here. And if you want more videos like this one, click subscribe and then click the bell next to it for notifications. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.
One of the most common misconceptions of charisma is that one size must fit all. The truth is that while there are some high-level tips that everyone should follow, there are lots of different styles that you can adopt for success in charisma and in dating. So in honor of the release of Avengers Infinity War, we are going to look at 6...
The Marvel Cinematic Universe is pretty much the only thing guaranteed to get...
Almighty Thanos, I Loki, Prince of Asgard. Odin's son.
Loki wants to be king, and for him to believe it, other people have to too. He wants to be equal to Thor, so he feels the need to convince his father. And he also wants to be a villain, and that requires him to convince his
NBA
brother.
2K21.
Loki is a character who is all about untangling an identity that has roots and preferences in various other repositories of meaning. That sounded a lot more pretentious, but the point is, Maurice Holbrook once argued that all memory is collective memory, because even our most personal memories are determined by the groups that we live in, since we all need to operate within social codes. So the purpose of this essay is to examine how Loki explores the friction from holding two different sets of memories from two different inherited identities, and the tragic paradox that he ends up having to deal with. So, this should be fun.
It's not that I don't love our little talks, it's just... I don't love them.
Coordinate search and rescue. On my way down to coordinate search and rescue.
We'll never be.
When we're introduced to Loki, he's with his brother and his father listening to a story about his role and his future.
Only one of you can ascend to the throne, but both of you were born to be kings.
This moment establishes the infrastructure that his entire life is built on. A losing competition, where simply being next to the energetic and adventurous Thor unavoidably pushes him into the periphery. Therefore, Loki's social identity is made up of a conflict of connections, where his connection with his brother prohibits him from identifying himself with his father. All of this is symbolized with the opening ceremony. Thor is at the center of the event, and Loki is just sort of there in the corner. How we see him is ironically how Loki sees himself, so it makes sense that Loki's journey properly begins with him screwing Thor over by goading him into inciting a war, and then getting exiled.
Penetrate Asgard's
DJ.
For that content, but today I can go over something simple, something that I'm capable of going over. So let's get into this curry slide spam tutorial. Anyways, let's go to the mic where we finna go over this curry slide tutorial and how to spam it. So you see on screen right now, that's the spam right there. That's the move you came here to learn. So, you know, if you didn't know, what you need to do this move is you need two things, or at least one thing that leads to another. You need 85 ball control. So when you get 85 ball control, you get pro dribble moves as you see right here on screen. And what's highlighted on screen is Pro 2, Escape, and Pro 5. Pro 5 will give you the explosive behind the back, and you'll get that move out of it. But if you're just looking for the curry slide, like in this video, you want Pro 2, because Pro 2 will give you a faster and tighter curry slide. But if you have Pro 5 for the explosive behind the back, then you will have a wider curry slide. I use Pro 5 in this gameplay. That's because I have it for the explosive behind the back. And looking back at it now, I'm going to change that after this video because the explosive behind the back is literally trash this here. I don't want to hear it. It gets canceled if any defender is in proximity of you. We're not going to argue about that. Anyways, right here is the move, obviously left and right, the curry slide. You just got to do it. Literally, if there's anything I can say to you guys right now, it's very similar to last year. And if you guys want a misdirection tutorial, let me know. But anyways, make sure you have Pro 2 on. I did use Pro 5. I would recommend Pro 2. So anyways, bro, let's go over this move right here. Clip, put the controller on the screen. Alright, first things first. We're talking about a curry slide to the left. Ball starting in the right hand. Notice I'm not showing that the trigger is held because you actually don't need to hold trigger this here. All you simply do is hold your stick down to the left. instead of flicking it to the left, you hold it down to the left. Now you can have sprint held if you're in the middle of a combo, whatever, you don't want to let go of sprint, go ahead. You can do the move with or without sprint or turbo. All you have to do, just like I show here, going to the right with the ball in the left hand, you just hold your right stick down. And you can let go of it the second you see your player starting to get the animation. And that's going to come into play when we start spamming. But anyways, bro, all you do is hold it down in that direction. Same thing as last year, minus the restrictions on sprint. And you have to hold the stick. But now you see the spam on screen. Y'all know, y'all came here for the spam. So we're going to go over how to spam it right now. But pretty much what you need to know, the way I can break it down best is you can spam as fast as possible. Obviously use Pro 2 because Pro 2 will have the fastest spam. But realistically, what you need to do is you hold it, and like I said, the second you see your player doing the slide, you can let go, right? So you're going to hold it, let's say down to the left, and the second your player starts sliding left, hold it down to the right. Literally, the second your player starts going one way, hold it the other way. You can pretty much test the limits of forcing the speed and, the input commands on this move just by going back and forth. So literally, hold it down to the left and just test how fast you can go back and forth. But I gotta say, if you're spamming like this, you will run out of energy and it will look very bad. I ain't gonna lie, bro. So yeah, everybody, pretty much make sure you understand, if you're about to spam this move like a little virgin behind screens, just know you are going to get robbed for stamina. You are going to get licked at the Gatorade facility for all your VC. You're going to have to pay out of pocket for boost. You're gonna be sitting there talking about, yo, can I get boost? And that man can get licks on you, getting all his bread off you. You're pretty much gonna be done for the year. You're not gonna get no skill boost. You're gonna be straight on Gatorade just to do a bunch of curry slides behind screens and shoot 7 days, bro. I ain't gonna lie. So you definitely is not trying to do that right now. Anyways, bro, hopefully y'all enjoyed the video. Hopefully the tutorial was helpful. If it was helpful, leave a like, comment down below what videos you want to see next. I'm not just talking about creative videos. If you want me to break down moves, I will. But just know, like I said before, I only have 85 ball control. I do not play this game that much besides making videos. So if there's a video I can make that someone wants me to make, I will make the video. But anyways, bro, it's been Matt. Hopefully y'all enjoyed the video. Y'all seeing my close-up face in my brown shirt. Hopefully y'all enjoyed the video, bro. I'm gonna catch y'all boys later. Farewell to y'all boys. Peace out, boys. I'm gonna catch y'all later. You've been on my mind like all the time. To get you out my head. Said it like on.
Let's just say they were trying again. Exactly.
Loki spent his whole life as an observer of Thor's life, so he's able to use context as his weapon. He may not be able to reach up to Thor's status, but he can make himself bigger by pushing Thor down. And everything works out. Thor's nostalgia for the glory of war is punished, but his life is always an unwinnable competition, so he loses everything.
Love you, son.
Love you, son.
Even when Loki is at the center of his world, he gets pushed out because now he carries 2 sets of identities, 2 sets of memories that opposes his entire life's continuity. He is Loki, Odin's son, the son of Odin and the heir of Asgard, while also Loki, Laufey's son, the son of a frost giant invader. And because of this contradiction, it robs him of his own context, ironically.
What? Because I'm the monster whose parents tell their children about at night?
Loki's solution is to forsake his race identity by killing Laufey and destroying Jotunheim, in order to secure his grip with his cultural identity, because everything is viewed very statically.
Why have you done this? To prove to father that I am a worthy son. When he wakes, I will have saved his life. I will have destroyed that race of monsters, and I will be true heir to the throne.
Loki doesn't feel like he can be involved in multiple groups. He feels like he can only move from one into another, which is ironically the same flaw and criticism thrown at Maurice Holbrook's whole collective memory thesis. The dude I referenced at the beginning. Because there's an over-concentration on social structures above the individual, and that's the tragedy of Loki's journey in Thor 1. He's a character who doesn't see himself as an individual, but as a subject to the authorship from the forces around him.
Yeah.
How would they resist? One thing is certain, that they both would have resisted. Leon always said that witnessing is of paramount importance, that denouncing is secondary. So where's the start? From the almost daily pogroms? From the assaults on immigrants? From the silence of the media, the complacency of the police, of the state? Or from the crisis that has disfigured this country and violated its institutions? This is not a matter of mismanagement of misery. It is above all a matter of being fed up, of losing pride, of a part of Greeks being sick of the political system. Golden Dawn is riding on the 28% of unemployment, 53% for youth, the approximately 35% of Greeks being under the poverty level, and 30% having no access to social services. The first two austerity-imposing memoranda have compressed wages and pensions, broken the system of healthcare and education. Friends around me are losing their jobs. Many emigrate. Those who remain fight, demonstrate. Between 2010 and 2012, there were 20,000 protests in Athens. Some very violent. There have been 4 dead, hundreds wounded, dozens of buildings torched, an often vandalized city centre, demonstrators arrested and journalists assaulted. I cover these events just like a conflict, a civil war in all but name. This insurrectionary climate is the perfect breeding ground for Golden Dawn, which is opening offices throughout the country.
Συγχαρητήρια που ένα ακόμα κάσο της Χρυσής Αυγής λειτουργεί και επισήμως σε ολόκληρη την Πελοπόννησο. Μέχρι στιγμής έχουμε 12 γραφεία, σύντομα θα είναι κι άλλα. Κάθε γραφείο θα είναι και ένα μετερίζει, θα είναι ένα στρατηγείο.
Part of the church is closing their eyes and blessing. I cannot find in the words of this priest the
coming into here, you know, I did some Googling. I saw certain reviews about Lola, for example, even, you know, that this is a con artist, you know, this is a scam. Why do you, Bruce, think that people would come to conclusions like that and write things like that?
Because there are haters.
So I've made it to Los Angeles, and I'm ready to pursue success, which is something a lot of people have had luck with out here. One of them, for example, being Bruce Lee. So I figured, you know, what better way to kind of try to channel my future success than try to channel Bruce Lee. How am I going to talk to Bruce Lee, you're probably wondering. He's no longer with us, unfortunately. However, we figured out a way, and that's through a psychic. There are a lot of psychics in Los Angeles. Heading to page 9. Whoa. Okay, so I just came across Lola's psychic shop. It comes in at a solid 1 star.
She's not a psychic. She's a con artist.
She has no psychic ability and no spiritual connection to any type of higher power.
Complete fraud! Do not go and give this woman your money.
So yeah, I'm seeing a lot of reoccurring, you know, negative terms like con artist, scam, psychic. A lot of people are putting psychic in quotes. I want to go to a psychic, not a psychic.
Con artist alert. She will try to tell you about some curse that's on you.
She is a scam artist and said there is a curse on you.
Well, that's a lot. So as you know, I go and test all these services for you. You know, I go in, I might come out with a bad haircut. I might come out with a not so great tattoo. But this one is kind of a little different. I could potentially end up with a curse. But it's what I do. So I'm just going to go in there and hopefully not get cursed. Hello. Hi, I'm Taji.
Hi, Taji. Nice to meet you.
So nice to meet you. Thank you for having me.
No problem.
Really appreciate
Anytime we can follow me this way and we'll start your session.
Oh, great. Thanks. Sorry, would it be okay if I use the restroom really quickly?
Oh, I don't mind at all. Come on
Thank
back.
you so much. Sorry. So I've gotten to Los Angeles recently, and I'm kind of on this journey towards success. And the one I'm kind of almost following that I've seen do this journey of coming to Los Angeles and making it has always been Bruce Lee.
Oh, beautiful.
So I'm under the impression, that sometimes psychics like yourself can potentially channel the dead.
Absolutely.
So I was thinking that hopefully, you could maybe attempt to channel Bruce, and I could have a conversation with him for advice, for his story, just, inspiration, all of that.
I'm very confident that we'll be able to reach him. First of all, what we're going to do is we're going to clear your energy. So if you can please carefully put one hand in at a time, carefully, and clear your energy, please.
Is there a certain way, or you kind of
just kind of put your hand in there and clear your energy, please?
Should I close my eyes, or just kind of just hang out?
Just release your energy.
Feels kind of nice in here.
Please concentrate on the person.
Bruce Lee.
And I will try to channel it. Energies are very strong. The connection that I feel is very powerful, actually, not only as a human, but also in the heavens.
Lola had connected with Bruce's spirit. My opportunity for an exclusive interview with Bruce Lee had arrived. Something not done in decades. How are you feeling, Bruce?
Very little unsettled-y, but not much.
Just a little bit?
Yeah. There's some stuff that's not been brought out, and that's part of what he needed to finish. I think it was a creative project. I don't think it's even on film yet. It's in a book.
In a book? What does this book look like, Bruce?
On sheets of paper.
A book with sheets of paper? Well, hopefully we can get that out there one day somehow into the world. Is that what you would like, Bruce?
Yeah.
So I guess now just kind of zeroing into me and, what I want to do, I was wondering if maybe I could present, we made this portfolio. These are the different looks that I have. In a previous episode of 1-Star Reviews, I reviewed an unagency that had a reputation online for scamming people.
You look at Taji.
Unfortunately, it didn't get me any closer to success, but I did leave with a portfolio of headshots that I wanted to present to Bruce. So I'm wondering, maybe there's a way we could flip through and just see, Bruce's reaction as well as, advice and just,
So I will try.
So we kind of start the book with just me on the cover.
The energy from this photo feels very good.
This is me just kind of natural outside.
Very natural.
Kind of.
Very good. This is more of a powerful energy. And he likes this photo more of you than the first.
Thank you. So I guess he's kind of more into the natural look.
Yeah. This one feels very good. Is this more of a natural photo of you?
I think that's kind of in the moment, in between, when they take a bunch of photos.
So, because this is the one that I'm feeling that he likes more. And I got something because it's different. You don't want to be like everybody else. And I think that's what is coming out on these photos.
We're about halfway through. Here we have another look we introduce.
Again, we're going with this because it's in the moment. Good energy.
And then we go into this kind of, I don't know if Bruce is familiar with this like effect that we do nowadays, where we almost give it like an old look. It's
right.
Sepia kind of thing.
There's also not too much of a reaction to that one, but more this one.
Great. We're almost through it. There's just a few more kind of expressions.
Logically, I would say he would think of this one, but I have to put myself aside and feel what his energies are, and he likes this one better.
So this one's maybe just too out
Looks like
there.
a mistake.
It's almost a mistake. Got it. And then I kind of just concluded it with this.
Very much liking it. I think that is what is capturing energy more.
Well, thank you so much for flipping through the whole book.
You're welcome.
Bruce definitely has some strong opinions, which I like. Thank you. So, back when you were around, Bruce, you know, there wasn't really this prominent thing in our lives today called the internet. So, I kind of just wanted to chat about, you know, for example, people comment on my videos, you know, some people aren't always supportive. So I'm just wondering, you know, what your take is on this.
Don't take it offensive, because there are going to be negatives. And if you feed into the negative, it's going to allow you to be negative.
So Bruce, I'm sure, you know, even in a time without the internet, you're mentioning, you know, there were critics. I'm wondering, how did you deal with the critics, Bruce?
The critics are not easy to deal with. There's many critics, and it's not good to look at the people that are in a negative.
So almost like don't let the haters
Don't
get to
let
you.
the haters get to you. Don't let the haters get to you.
Since Bruce had brought up haters, I figured now is the perfect time to ask him for his opinion on Lola's haters. Coming into here, you know, I did some Googling. I saw certain reviews about Lola, for example, even, you know, that this is a con artist, you know, this is a scam, this, that, you know, it's too expensive. I'm wondering, I mean, why would there be, you know, these haters online and all this?
Why would there be haters?
Why are they hating?
Human nature.
And what about these people, these online critics, you know, they've gone even as far as to say, you know, Lola has put a curse on me, asking for all this money, all this stuff.
Right.
I mean, some of them seem to go to great measures. Why do you, Bruce, think that people would come to conclusions like that and write things like that?
Because there are haters. There are people that are not going to be in honesty. So they go against the honesty, because that's not what they wanted to hear.
Bruce, if you're on this site, you probably haven't heard of it. It's called Yelp. You know, people leave reviews. What would your review be, Bruce, of so far how this has been going?
It's good. It's not bad.
It's good.
It's good. It's good energy.
Wow.
Absolutely.
We are in the stage, but we are forward, bro. You want to be running straight, not to the side, not diagonal. You want to run vertical, bro. That's the best way to get it 90% of the time, bro, is when you're running vertical, bro. Now, look, I also want to tell you guys, you don't need to press R2. I mean, it helps you kind of, I don't know if you get a faster one if you, like, are speed boosting and you press R2. I don't think so, to be honest. Like, you don't, I know for a fact, in order to do the spin back, you don't need to press R2. Now, look, I'm going to tell you guys 2 different ways to do it. Now, the best way, in my opinion, is the new one that they added, which is the one, which is this. Oh, shit. God damn, I messed it up. Look, it's this one right here. It's the one y'all see me do all the time when I kill people. That one, when he completely turns around and shoots off of it, that is the best one, in my opinion. I love that they added that into 2K21. That's the best one right there. Now, look, all you want to do is, listen, all you want to do is, you want to, you see your right stick, you want to flick your right stick. Say if you're dribbling, the ball's in your right hand, you want to use your right stick, go to 12 o'clock clockwise to 6 o'clock, if that makes sense. So basically, you just want to do like a little half circle in order to do it. You're going to get that animation right there. Now, once you master that animation right there, literally all you got to do is, right after you do that, or even at the same time as you're doing that, you could literally just hold down on the left stick. Now, like I said, if you don't understand, just look at the hand cam, bro. If you do it at the same exact time, you're going to get the spin back animation every time. It's the same way if the ball's in your left hand, just spin the opposite way. Honestly, sometimes it doesn't even matter which way you rotate the right stick, because you'll still get the spin back. But in order to do like the complete turnaround where he sets his feet, you down, you feel me? Make sure you're off into the game when he's forgot about it, when he's not ready for it. As y'all can see, I'm in my bag right now. We're going crazy on these two. I get another crab pull up green. I might think, oh, you watched the whole video, because right right stick one spin. Alright, you want to have basic one moving spin. Forgot to mention now as I was recording this tutorial. Look, you want to have basic one spin in order to do the spin back. Alright, hopping straight into this spin back tutorial. First of all, make sure you drop a like on the video, bro. If you haven't dropped a like, what are you doing? Second of all, look top left. You gotta see the subscriber count. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, bro. If you're new, make sure you drop a sub, because I'm dropping straight heat for you, bro. Bro, trust me, you gotta sub up. Now look, this is what we're gonna do. First of all, y'all can see the hand cam on the screen, so if you don't understand, because sometimes I'll be babbling, if you don't understand, just look at the hand cam, and that's gonna help you out. Also, slow the video down, you feel me? Make sure you slow the video down before you come in the comment section and say you can't get it. And also, listen, most important, every dribble move I show you guys how to do, you need practice, you need reps, you need like repetition, you need to keep trying it over and over and over again until you get it, bro. Listen, you need to be in a my court, be in a pro marita until you get it, until you're confident that you can get it 9 times out of 10, then take it to the park, and then try it out on real people, alright? So before you come back saying, yo, I can't do it after the video, just trust me, put some time in, put some effort in, and you're gonna get it, alright? Now look, first of all, when I want to tell you guys what to do, in order to get this perfect, you want to be running forward, bro. You want to be running straight, not to the side, not diagonal. You want to run vertical, bro. That's the best way to get it 90% of the time, bro, is when you're running vertical, bro. Now, look, I also want to tell you guys, you don't need to press R2. I mean, it helps you kind of, I don't know if you get a faster one if you like are speed boosting and you press R2, but I don't think so, bro. That's the best way to get it. Just trust me, put some time in, put some effort in, and you're going to get it, alright? Now, look. First of all, when I want to tell you guys what to do, in order to get this perfect, you want to be running forward, bro. You want to be running straight, not to the side, not diagonal. You want to run vertical, bro. That's the best way to get it 90% of the time, bro, is when you're running vertical, bro. Now, look, I also want to tell you guys, you don't need to press R2. I mean, it helps you kind of, I don't know if you get a faster one if you like are speed boosting and you press R2, but I don't think so, to be honest. Like, you don't, I know for a fact, in order to do this spin back, you don't need to press R2. I'm going to tell you guys 2 different ways to do it. Now, the best way, in my opinion, is the new one that they added, which is the one, which is this, oh shit, goddamn, I messed it up. Look, it's this one right here. It's the one y'all see me do all the time when I kill people. That one, when he completely turns around and shoots off of it, that is the best one, in my opinion. I love that they added that into 2K21. That's the best one right there. Now, look, all you want to do is, listen, all you want to do is, you want to, you see your right stick, you want to flick your right stick. Say if you're dribbling, the ball's in your right hand, you want to use your right stick, go to 12 o'clock clockwise to 6 o'clock, if that makes sense. So basically, you just want to do like a little half circle in order to do it. You're going to get that animation right there. Now, once you master that animation right there, literally all you got to do is, right after you do that, or even at the same time as you're doing that, you can literally just hold down on the left stick. Now, like I said, if you don't understand, just look at the hand cam, bro. If you do it at the same exact time, you're going to get the spin back animation every time. It's the same way if the ball's in your left hand, just spin the opposite way. Honestly, sometimes it doesn't even matter which way you rotate the right stick, but you'll still get the spin back. But in order to do like the complete turnaround where he sets his feet, you have to be pressing the left stick straight down, bro. You have to do it straight down in order to get that complete spin back. Now, there's also a way you could get the other spin back from 2K20. You can get the 2K20 spin back. You go between the legs. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. There's also the 2K20 spin back where you go between the legs first and then do the spin back like that. But in my opinion, that one is just unnecessary. Like, you really don't have to do that one. But, I mean, if you guys want to know how to do it, you literally just run up the court. You run vertical, balls in your right hand. You flick your right stick left in order to do the between the legs or the crossover, and then you rotate the right stick, how I told you guys to do from 12 o'clock to 6 o'clock. It's gonna look like that. Boom. Like I said, you don't really need to do the between the legs. It's really unnecessary, to be honest, because you can just spin back, and that's way easier. So in my opinion, guys shouldn't even use the second version. Just do the spin back like that, and you guys are gonna be all set. But look, like I said, all you guys gotta do, practice, bro. Put the time in, put the pain in, bro. Go to the micro, go to the pro marina, master it first before you try to add some combos into it. And then once you get it right, you can add your little combos. You can go minimum behind the back to the spin back, bro. You feel me? You can add a little sauce to it after you master, alright? Now look, That's the end of this video. If you enjoyed, make sure you leave a like, comment, subscribe. Also, comment down if you want any other dribble tutorials. Yeah, if y'all see me do any other moves in my videos, y'all want to learn how to do those moves, just let me know in the comment section below. And I got y'all. I could drop a video on it. But like I said, that's the end of this video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to turn on them post notifications. Thank you for watching, and I'll see y'all in the next one.
I'm here to teach y'all how to ISO efficiently. And I'm doing it on a play shot. We all know ISO on 2K21 is broken. They've tried in many different ways to patch us. But I ain't gonna lie, man. There's still ways to do it. So before I even get into those ways, let's start off with the 3 basic ISO tips. Hit that like button, and if you're new, hit that subscribe button. Some of y'all been watching my videos and still ain't subscribed. How long is it gonna take for me to keep popping up on that recommended for you to know we ain't going nowhere? Anyways, 2,000 likes for a dribble tutorial. I'll teach you everything I know. Yes, everything. Anyways, let's start it off real simple. Some of y'all don't ISO at all, so I gotta break it down. Step 1, do not over dribble. Pay attention. I had so many opportunities to score, but what did I do? I do what most of us do, over dribble. And what did I end up with? Nada. Not a damn thing, dog. You see me? That's what over dribbling would get you. So do not over dribble. Always read the defense. These are basic things. But I know a lot of y'all don't really pay attention and don't know. Look at that. Guy was wide open. Goal was wide open. I forgot. I didn't hit him. So that's a mistake on my part, but I'm pretty experienced with ISO, so I still scored anyway. Hit the open man. Look, I'm getting triple team. Hit the open man. You ain't got to be He-Man. You ain't got to do it all. You ain't got to be Iron Man, all right? Hit the open man, bro, because the moral of the game is to win the game. You want to win the game. Look, I'm getting double teamed, so hit the open man. If you're not willing to hit the open man, do not even bother ISOing, because it's going to look like a circus. Also, one of the biggest steps is, bro, make sure you have 2 shooters on the team, because then you have really no business ISOing. If your spot-ups can't shoot, you're not going to go far. You're going to go as far as your spot-ups, bro. So do not, I repeat, do not come out here with 2 interiors trying to ISO. You're going to get triple team, you're going to get double team, and one is just going to sit paint for the rebound. Now, let's get into the real how to ISO efficiently. Hit that like button. Like I said, 2,000 likes for everything I know dribble tutorial. And if y'all want, I might do a series so I can break down a couple moves here and there. But anyways, y'all see I'm on a play shot. You see, I still know how to combo up. I still know how to do my glitchy moves. I really haven't learned any of the new glitchy moves, because I ain't gonna lie, it's no point. Next month, there's a new game. Step number 1, know your combos, bro. You need to be somewhere practicing your combos, because it's going to help you ISO efficiently. It's just that simple. Also, like I always say, dribble at a half-court line. This allows you to pick apart the defender, see how they're guarding you, see what side you need to attack. When you dribble too close to the 3-point line, you're going to get bumped a lot, and bumps come with draining your stamina, getting bump steals, and just making it more stressful than it has to be. Now, right here, you see I got the easy kill. Step number 2, you got to control your defender with those combos that you've learned and that you've perfected, all right? I'm controlling the defender. He doesn't think I'm controlling him, but I am controlling him. A good defender is very hard to control. They'll try to control you. So when you perfect your combos, you're going to be able to even control.
today I wanted to dive deep into this one rumor that popped up on 4chan. Now, I didn't want to just take any sort of random rumor, but I want to talk about this one in particular, as it's about Generation 9. Now, of course, it is a rumor, so there's no guarantee any of this is real. Please keep that in mind. But I want to talk about it because it brings up some really good points about what they might do in the future with Pokemon. Instead of just releasing brand new generations, they may release a sort of games as a service release, which, if you don't know what that is, it's basically video games where they consistently update them over time with new things, new updates, new patches, etc. And as you may have noticed, that seems like what they kind of wanted to do with Sword and Shield to some extent, with the DLCs now and all that. So who really knows? But here is the rumor. We're gonna get into it. But before we do that, a big shout out to my previous video that I did the other day about the Ghost Girls in Pokemon. It's a really highly and well put together video, and if you guys want to check it out, it's gonna be a link down below, and one in the top comment as well as the end of the video, so please check it out after this one. Let's get started. The rumor starts off with an image of Ben Affleck, which is trying to make a reference to the old Ben Affleck leak from Sword and Shield, saying Generation 9 leaks Batfleck is back, pointing out, I come again with information concerning the next generation of Pokemon. To start, there will be no Diamond and Pearl remakes. You will understand why as I continue to read, which is already a little bit foreboding as to what he's going to talk about here. Then he says, Nintendo and the Pokemon Company are preparing Generation 9 of the main series to be the definitive Pokemon experience for the foreseeable future, with no more mainline titles planned afterwards. While this title will still have as the single-player story, it is being developed with heavy emphasis on online multiplayer and having a continuing game-as-a-service model, as I pointed out. Think games like Destiny 2 in contrast to a full MMO. So basically, if you just literally gotta look at Destiny 2, it's a game that came out a few years ago now, but is still being updated. It's actually having content removed now because the game is so large that they're replacing content with new content. So basically, they would do the same thing with Pokemon, except there, I wouldn't really feel like the issue of the game getting too large being a problem, as Pokemon games are really not that big in scale, especially not the more recent ones. If you actually look at them, I mean, the older ones are even smaller, but if you look at the recent ones, they're not that many gigs, you know. It's not like you're downloading Call of Duty or something, which is like 100 gigs. There will be not 2, but 3 versions at launch. Each version not only determines what exclusive Pokemon will be available, but also what starter Pokemon you will receive and in what part of the region you will start your story. Now, this to me, I'm gonna be honest with you, sounds fantastic. The idea of actually having the games differentiate what starter Pokemon you get is kind of intriguing, because that like kind of removes a little bit of that choice you make when you're in the game. But also I wonder, will this limit you from actually getting your hand on the other starters? I'm assuming not so, because you can still probably play and trade with your friends, so shouldn't be that big of a deal. But as for that though, it's a little bit odd. But starting your journey in different parts of the world, that sounds amazing, because this actually is a way for you to have a reason to buy the other versions. Because let's be honest, there's no reason nowadays to actually buy Sword and Shield, like both of the games, right? Like, you don't need to buy both. If you buy one, that's enough. The reason why you could only buy the other one is if you don't have any friends to trade with and you need to trade over your Pokemon to like finish the Pokedex. But beyond that, there is no actual feasible reason to do it. They continue on here though. The new region is based around the Adriatic and Ionian Seas, with Greek and Roman influences being reflected within it, and it will be completely open world with a free roaming camera like the current wild area. You'll be able to challenge the 8 gyms in any order, with the entire game scaling based on how many badges you have. For example, if you fight a gym leader with no badges, he may use only a team of 2 Pokemon, while the same gym leader will use a different team of 5 if you have like 6 badges. NPCs throughout the region will also have their Pokemon teams and levels scale based on their number of badges, which sounds reasonable because that's what they sort of did. I mean, not with the trainers, I guess, because there weren't really any trainers in Isle of Armor, but in Isle of Armor they did scale the Pokemon to your badges. Now, all regions from
Generation 8 gave us a load of new Pokemon with deep and awesomely interesting origins, and today we are going to go over all of them. Just note that some of these origins are way too deep for us to cover every single detail in a video like this one, which is why we have entire videos dedicated to individual Pokemon lines. So if you like this kind of stuff, be sure to check all those out. Now then, this video is so long, so let's get right into it. Just also remember that Pokemon Sword and Shield is based in the Galar region, which is based on Great Britain, and as such, many Pokemon relate back to the British. So then, on to the mod. So, for starters, Rookie and Thwacky have the iconic Ecuadorian squirrel monkey face, colors and the right patterns and such. Then, Rillaboom is clearly a gorilla. Monkeys and apes of all sorts are some of the few animals known to use tools, hence these Pokemon using sticks. These monkeys also live in the rainforest, hence grass type. But what's up with Thwacky's man bun turned mohawk? Well, this line obviously pull inspiration from drummers. Drums are some of the earliest instruments we have, and as such, ancient tribes from all over the world would often attribute magic or spiritual powers to their music, especially drums. Hence, Rillaboom's Pokedex entry mentioning that its drum has the power to control plants. And as we see in the end credits, Rillaboom is the drummer of a rock band of sorts. I mean, the others are Toxtricity and Obstagoon, and being a rock band drummer, well, that would explain Thwacky's mohawk, and Rillaboom's huge bush dreads? Another fairly common rocker hairstyle. Anyway, what makes these guys British? Well, take a gander at this famous TV commercial from the UK. Yep, it's a drumming gorilla, Cadbury. Plus, gorillas are known for beating their chests quickly, which is also what likely inspired this connection. Also, fun fact, a group of gorillas is called a band. And also, Alfred the gorilla, who lived in England's Bristol Zoo, became internationally famous during World War II, and has since become the city's mascot. Scorbunny, Raboot, and Cinderace are all based on rabbits, first of all, which are in the Chinese zodiac, but also the three main tiers of football, aka soccer, the most popular sport in England. You got the kids playing the game who are all clumsy and thus get this stereotypical Japanese bandage location used to show that character trait. You got the teens and young adults who take the sport more seriously, thus having the proper shoes and outfit for the sport, including this headband and snood, which is what many players wear when it's cold. And also, Raboot is angsty. It tries to hide when it's happy. Typical teen trying to take itself too seriously. And then you have the ace, the big professional soccer player. Fancy shoes, fancy outfit, and maybe the hair on its head is referencing a bike racing helmet? I mean, it's got race in the name, and it's really fast. Bike races are also super popular in Europe, so maybe? Sobble's line is a mix of a chameleon, famous for their camouflage, and a basilisk, famous for their ability to run on water. And they have these flaps, like Inteleon. On top of this line references a fairly common growing up trait. Sobble is a really shy and easily frightened and made nervous little kid. It hides by turning invisible in the water. And then it gets older and enters a full-on emo phase. It's still shy, obviously. But eventually it comes out of its shell and has grown into a suave, laid-back, confident sniper/spy using a water gun. Growing up shy and reserved helps you be even better at these two jobs. You know how people hide and keep secrets because you did it yourself your whole life growing up. Plus, once you realize that you can more easily manipulate others with all those skills, well, you start getting more confident. Also, what better time to have a spy than now, with the Galar region? The most famous spy in the world, James Bond, is British himself, and is famous for having loads of gadgets like guns hidden in small objects, spy goggles, and hang gliders attached to suits, all just like Inteleon. And also, by the way, Sobble's number in the Pokedex is 007. Squavette and Greedent are your very typical squirrels. The UK is full of them, the grey squirrel and the red squirrel, the latter of which is actually native to the UK. They carry berries with them constantly, like real squirrels with nuts. They're quite selfish too. And now, I did mention that red squirrels are native to the UK, and yeah, that does make the grey squirrel an invasive species from mainland Europe. And the grey squirrel is actually so much better at gathering food that it's been endangering the red squirrels. Similarly, the Pokedex entries for Squavette mention that they are found all over the region and are always looking for berries, whereas Greedent's Pokedex entry mentions that it's slow-witted and constantly losing its berries, referencing the real problem. The Rookity line are all corvids, which is a family of bird, which of course include ravens, crows, blue jays, and chickadees. I'm sure you've gathered which birds inspired which. And these three Pokemon are also different tiers of medieval warriors. The Rookie, the Squire, and the fully fledged Knight. Corviknight even has armor. And by the way, ravens were super common on coat of arms. Blitbug, Dottler, and Orbeetle are Pokemon doing a ladybug properly. The whole life cycle. The larva, pupa, alpha and adult ladybug, specifically the Asian ladybug. But on top of this, it is a nerd turned mad scientist. Look, Blipbug has huge glasses and a bow tie and the messed up hair, the nervously inquisitive eyebrows. Yeah, it's your stereotypical nerd. With Dottler, the nerd gets a mustache, goggles, and builds its own little lab. It's like a big radar system. Notably, radar also plays a role in this entire line. Radars have blips, dots, and use the Doppler effect. And nowadays, they utilize satellites orbiting the globe. Radars are technology that essentially sense where things are, thus the psychic type being here. Oh yeah, also by the way, radar technology was first described by a Scottish man, James Clerk Maxwell. But we're not done yet, because Orbital is a nerd gone crazy. Clearly a mad scientist. I mean, it even looks like a science-based supervillain from pop culture. Now, sick of being bullied for being a nerd, it's become powerful enough through its own inventions, even going as far as to build its own UFO. And I do want to mention this popular Japanese toy from the 1960s, the radar bug. It's a ladybug. It probably played some role in the inspiration. Nicket and Thievul are mischievous red foxes, famous in the UK for stealing food and eating chickens. And look! Nicket uses its tail to sweep away its paw prints, a common tactic people use to avoid being followed or caught in their crimes. And judging by the suave nature, the moustache, and the mask on Thievul, there's a chance that Guy Fawkes was also a source of inspiration as well. I mean, his name is Fawkes, and pop culture often portrays him, or people inspired by him, to have this sort of attitude. Plus, he was British and, from many perspectives, was most certainly evil. Fitting of the dark type. Morpeko is a guinea pig, which are popular pet rodents across the world. It's not clear why they are named after pigs, but I mean, I guess they're kind of built like one, and they're also known for eating a lot, and they were also originally captured and bred to eat, as in for us to eat them, like how we eat pigs. But anyway, it's a Pikachu clone, which is always rodent plus electricity. So here you go. Wooloo! It's a sheep! The Scottish and Welsh love their sheep. Its hairstyle, which I guess you could call it, reflects a hairstyle that is stereotypically attributed to Swedish girls. And Swedes also have a little thing for sheep. And keep that in mind, because as you'll see later on, this region also is full of Norse inspiration too. Dubwool, then, is a Jacob's sheep, which is a specifically British breed of sheep. They have the same number and style of horns, and are usually white with black spots. Pokemon took this a step further and placed the spots in a way that make it also look like a soccer ball. Again, because it's the most popular sport. Though, it should also be noted that a lot of early sport balls, like Scottish tennis balls and English cricket balls, were partially made with wool, perhaps making this connection. Gossifleur and Eldegoss are simply Gossypiums, which is this plant, though I have a feeling that the stereotypically girly act of spreading gossip is an inspiration too. I mean, who's better at gossip than elderly women while getting a perm? Plus, I mean, gossip is all about spreading information about folks, and these plants are all about spreading their cotton and pollen and seeds, and I don't know, maybe that's a stretch, but maybe not. Choodle and Dreadnought are alligator snapping turtles, famous for their incredibly devastating bites. They got the strong mouths and the heavy, rough shells. It's even got the weird nose at the very, very tip. Its head and mouth shape may reflect a bear trap, or perhaps a sort of stereotypical monster machine crusher thing. I mean, look at these examples. Wallace and Gromit happens to be British too. And the whole thing may also be a reference to a cleaver, great for chopping big things in one heavy swing, similar to how these turtles bite in one big, massive bite. And being a cleaver would also explain the hole here too. And plus, its horn looks like the bow of a ship, and this only gets more obvious after it Gigantamaxes, and that would explain the name. The Dreadnought class of warship, first built by the British Royal Navy, was built to be a super defensive beast of a ship. Yamper is a corgi. The Queen loves her corgis, a breed from Wales. Notably, dog shows and big-time dog breeding started in the UK too, which is perhaps why this dog's breed changes so drastically upon evolution. Volthunt is some sort of hound. It is a bit too generic and cartoony to specify, though. The name would imply a bloodhound, perhaps, or a dashhound, but none of those... no. Greyhound, maybe. They are known for their speed, but they also don't really look like this dog. It's just so generic and toony. Anyway, though, the speed and excited attitude are why it's a hound and electric type. Ah yes, the 3 coal Pokemon. Notably, England started the Industrial Revolution, wherein coal was the lifeblood of industry. Everybody had coal to burn. And here we have just a lump of coal, really, on a wheel. It sort of resembles the roly-poly bug, I suppose. Also, this British dessert is called a jam roly-poly. Here's a roly-poly with custard. It's tasty, unlike this Pokemon. And then it evolves into a minecart filled with coal. Coal had to be mined because, well, it's mainly found underground. And then Colossal is just a big coal kaiju, really, which is a thing in fantasy, sort of. More modern fantasy. When it Gigantamaxes, though, it becomes a mountain filled with coal, with a coal furnace in its gut. Perhaps its dinosaurish look is inspired by the fact that coal is a fossil fuel, made from life forms that died hundreds of millions of years ago. Granted, they were mostly plants in the case of coal, but you get the idea. The front middle of Colossal's face is also similar to the fronts of trains, though, going back to coal-powered trains and its previous evolutions having wheels, after all. Aracuda and Barracuda are both barracudas, obviously. They are some really fast fish. Moving as fast as they do, and considering they ram into their prey, they are most clearly inspired by darts and arrows. And the spinning of Barracuda's back fins give it a propeller motion, like what we see on torpedoes. Though there are also arrows with fletching that makes the arrow spin, which helps it stay straight. But what are barracudas doing in the UK? Well, nothing. You could say that they actually aren't barracudas and they're pike fish instead. But in World War II, the British invented the ferry barracuda. Torpedo bomber. They would drop torpedoes, such as the British spearfish torpedo, into the water, and they would then travel just over 100 knots, which just happens to be the exact number that the Pokedex entries for this Pokemon state. It's just too good. Every new Pokemon in this game is British. Applin, Flapple, Appleton. We just did a video that explained these guys in detail, so of course, more detail there. But initially, they are the classical depiction of a worm in an apple. Bugs love their fruits. But Game Freak did a little play on words here, as a worm, sometimes pronounced Wyrm, is a type of British and Norse dragon, which is what these are. It's a worm in an apple. Perhaps the famous British worm of Linton is another inspiration. I mean, it's an appleman's name. It's a long, green worm that burrows itself in hills. Plus, some worms and lindworms were not only long and green, but also had 2 legs, just like Applin. And
source energy. The universe is me. I'm the galaxy, the stars, and the Milky Way. I am love. I am healthy. All my stocks are in the green. Money, money comes to me. I am healthy, I am wealthy, I am rich. I am love, I am hugs, I am kiss. I'm very attractive, I'm beautiful in mind, body, and spirit. I'm an early riser. I meditate on the daily. I'm feeling great. I'm more powerful than M. Bison. I got a lot of energy. My skin is clear and radiant. I'm always feeling happy and efficient, energetic, enthusiastic, always handling every day like it's easy peasy. I devote 15 minutes a day to doing daily affirmations. I enjoy eating healthy and nutritious food. I eat all my bananas and vegetables in the nude. Ooh, I have the power to control my health. I love to exercise and feed my body healthy food. I go outside and get my vitamin D on the daily. The sun is my father and my baby. All energies is vibrant within me. My mind, body, and soul is feeling great. My spirit's on the horizon. I eat healthy and I enjoy exercising. Every day is a blessed day. I am so grateful for the love of my life. I'm grateful for the health of my life. I'm grateful for the wealth of my life. I'm grateful for gratefulness. I'm grateful for the grateful of gratefulness. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I am fit. I'm attractive. I am active. I am God. I am sun. I am universe. I'm the mountains. I'm the seas. I'm the oceans. I'm the pyramids. I'm Antarctica. I'm a diamond. I be dancing. I'm a polar bear. I am Prancer. I am Santa Claus. I got a wonderful voice. Rejoice, rejoice. Love you. All my stars are in the green, Jack in the green star. All in the sun, Flonekio. All in the sun, Flonekio. All in the sun, Flonekio. All in the sun, Kia, avalena san, 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 Kia. Avalena Sanglone Kio 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 Avalena San, Flonekio, Avalena San, Flonekio. Ella on Gaza, Venice, Venice. Lean toss of Jaden Pipeline. Lean toss of Jaden Pipeline. Lean toss of. Funny man, it's your boy Young Camel Toe, man. We live on YouTube, man. Toss of Jaden Palmon, lean on toss of Jaden Palmon, lean on toss tasa, Jaden Parman, Ninang tasa, Jaden Parman, Ninang tasa, Jaden Parman, Ninang tasa, Jaden Parman, Ninang tasa. Oh, I should have shot that way. Thank you. Well, honey, man, it's your boy Young Camel Toe. We live on YouTube. Like and subscribe for your boy. $10,000 boy on the YouTube. Jaden Pineman, Leanin' Zaza, 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 Jaden Pineman, Leanin' Avaz boom tossa. Velmalan, 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 avaz boom tossa. Oh my God, who is? I don't care, bro. Let's get it over Thank you. Nigga, we know about them. I just want to when it's 21. Nigga, we know we're 21. Listen, no.
Apple, for that matter. Appleton gets an extra pair of legs, though, and gets an apple turnover on it.